What up, Rainmakers? Today's video, we are going to be talking about how to get a product manager job over there at Y Combinator. First things first is, one of the biggest misconceptions that people have is, does Y Combinator themselves hire for product managers? Yes, they do, but you actually have to be a part of their ecosystem. I'm going to be walking you through the entire process. I've already drafted up some of the product manager roles that their startups actually hire. And then I'm also going to go ahead and talk to you that there is somebody called a partner, a primary partner, which basically serves as the intermediary between Y Combinator and the startup or the startup founders. That's always listed. And how do you go ahead and actually make that transition over? I do want to go ahead and preface that this is not a fast transition at all. You can, however, land a product manager job at a YC Combinator startup, I'd say relatively quickly. But if you're talking about landing a product manager job at Y Combinator themselves, that takes a little bit more time. It's going to be a little bit more relationship based. And we're just going to go through the entire step-by-step process. I have a ton of freaking Y Combinator startups that I've actually listed, but I'll tell you why this is such a much more beneficial play. In the long run, you want to go ahead and actually be at a Y Combinator or at a VC because they're the ones deploying capital, right? Rather than trying to go ahead and figure out, oh, is voice AI going to be hot or is this going to be hot? Like, once you're part of this ecosystem, if one side doesn't work out for you, they just pull you out and plug you into another space because you're part of this gigantic family, right? So for starters, let's go ahead and do this. You want to go to the Y Combinator website, and immediately right here, you can go and hit Startup Jobs, which is down here. And in Startup Jobs, you can go to find a job, or you can just go ahead and click on this link and it says product. And from here, you'll have a bunch of companies listed out. Y Combinator is global, so you definitely do want to go ahead and be wary. For our particular program, we work with people from all over, but you do want to be wary where the company is actually based and where they want to have you work. Obviously, for those of us that are based in the US, most of these roles are either going to be in New York or in San Francisco, but a lot of these roles are also remote as well. I have already done the liberty of actually pulling some of these startups right here. And the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to pull out an Airtable because you guys know how much I love Airtable. And I'm going to add the Y Combinator posting over here because there's a lot of work that's going to be involved and you want to go ahead and actually have a sheet. The next thing that you want to go ahead and do is, some of you, it really depends right now how urgent you are to go ahead and make a transition. The cool thing about all of these companies out here is Dynamo AI is looking for an AI product manager. Bold Voice out here in New York, 150 to 200K, they are looking for a product manager and they're willing to go out there. If there's a percentage associated with it, they are okay handing out equity, right? But what I love about all of these different roles, and this is a great time for me to go ahead and plug into, you want to join our Zero to Hero walk if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest that's happening in the world of AI product management, AI and all things related to tech hiring, is that you have the founders listed right here. You can easily click on any one of these people and you click on the LinkedIn icon and you have that person listed right here that you can go ahead and DM. Okay? If I go over to this other company here, they always have a LinkedIn handle. So why wouldn't you want to just go ahead and message the founder directly? You can go ahead and just message any of these people directly. The next thing here is you also have X. So a common question that I get, Rich, is, hey Rich, should I hit them up on LinkedIn or should I hit them up on X? Both. You should absolutely hit them up on both. Craft a small message about yourself and let them know why you're interested in this company, right? The cool thing about Y Combinator is you can actually see, unlike I would say other job boards, you can actually see all this information related to the company. Now, this is actually when I get, Rich, $170,000 to $180K for a senior product manager job. Listen, champs, you can negotiate. It's a free country. We live in something called a capitalist economy. Every single company doesn't want to pay more than they have to. But if you offer value that they actually like, you can always go ahead and negotiate for more value. But it comes down to whether or not you can actually deliver value. And a great way for you to do that is get to know these people and actually get to know the product. It's very simple to land a product manager job at any one of these companies. If they have a B2C product, go ahead and sign on as a go out there and use it as a customer. Even B2B products, a lot of them you can just create a free subscription, and you can just go ahead and just start logging in, right? But the first thing that you want to do is you want to go and land and put all these different roles out here onto an Airtable. We already have it. We're actively cultivating relationships, which is why, for those of you who don't know, my name is Rich with Product Gym. Please go ahead, schedule a call with us if you are ready to join an elite group of product managers that want to land the highest paid product manager roles in the business. But if you're not ready, that's totally okay too. But the first thing that I would do is I would connect with all of them, and I wouldn't connect with any of these people with this intention of, hey, I want to go ahead and get a job, even though they have a job opening that's listed right here. I would go ahead and ask them, what are they focused on? What are some things that I can go ahead and do for them? I would like all of their posts. I would comment on all of their posts. I would share all of their posts. I would engage with all of their posts. And I would become an expert at that company, as you guys actually should. If you're working in the restaurant industry right now, especially out here in New York, you'd want to know if there's a new restaurant being opened. But a lot of people, they go out there and they silo themselves away, right? And you would comment. And there's two things that you can basically do here at this point. If you're urgent for a job, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to just contact any of these people and actually book your interview right here. We've actually had a lot of our people that are in our program go ahead and do that. But every single time you click on the company, there is going to be somebody listed as a primary partner. And if you click open the primary partner, you'll see somebody like Jared Friedman is a managing director, software and group partner over at YC. He was a co-founder of Scribe and was funded by Y Combinator in 2006. Grew to be one of the top 100 sites on the web. Previously worked at pioneering AI company. So these are some of the companies that he's also advised, and lo and behold, he's got a Twitter. Well, that must be an old logo, but he's got a Twitter, he's got a LinkedIn. Start building a relationship with these people. Doesn't really take that much work to go out there and actually start entering into the ecosystem. As you can basically see from our program here, we've helped people land product manager roles, coming in from a finance background, coming in from a sales background, even people that are on H-1B visas. We've helped people make this transition, even if they're in the UK, even if they're in Canada. Please reach out to me to go ahead and schedule a call. The easiest way to go ahead and do so. Reach out to me on LinkedIn and you can go ahead and book a call here. We do have curriculum that's dedicated towards helping people make a transition over to product manager role over there at a VC. But I would just say even the most basic level thing, 99% of your competition's not even doing it, which is hitting these companies up, connecting with the founders, connecting with, it's all part of the same ecosystem. So commenting on just like be a basic fan of the game, right? Just commenting on their stuff. That is a very easy way to go ahead and actually get started. If you want to take it to the next level, schedule a call and let's see if you're a good fit for our product management program here at Product Gym. Talk to you very, very, very soon.